Hello everybody, Acre of Love Homestead here. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I have a couple of things I'm going to discuss with y'all. We made a great big change on this homestead, and let's see if y'all can figure out what happened, or who we're missing, I should say. So right here, I don't know if y'all can see that with the sun. I'm doing this in the afternoon. We're missing goats. I sold all of my goats. I had to make a decision that goats right now is not something that I want to have on the homestead. Let me see if I can get out of the sun here. I don't, if I'm just feeding something to feed it, that's not good for my homestead. So we sold all the goats, all the babies, everybody, and that area right there, all that area, I'm going to turn it into something else, because right now I'm trying to get my meat rabbits going, and I would really like to be able to turn that area into just like a rabbit, how can I say it, a rabbit enclosure, like a colony. I want it to be a colony. There we go. I'll get it out here in a minute, but that's what I would like to happen. I did get a new rabbit. And I have put a couple of rabbits out here on this area over here. Let's walk over there and see. Hopefully the sun is not. I was going to do this morning, but I was pretty busy this morning doing different stuff. That's okay. And before we get into the garden tour, I just want to talk about a couple different things. The pig is also gone. We got rid of the pig. Excuse my laundry. So we got rid of the pig. Which way am I? Nope, pig right here. Okay, so we butchered the pig. He went to freezer camp, and let's see. Let's check on the rabbits here. So right here I have this enclosure right here. I had the dogs in it for a while, but I put rabbits in here. I want to see if they're going to be able to make it out in here without digging out. Worst case scenario, if they dig out, then we'll just, they can go to freezer camp also. I would like to be able to have my rabbits in colonies. That's what I would like to have. I tried this once before, and we had like a what are they, like not like a tornado, but it was like a wind, like a really strong wind, I don't know what it's called, come through, and it just collapsed everything. I lost all my rabbits. I lost the enclosure itself, everything. To me it was like a mini tornado. Probably wasn't, but to me that's what it felt like. But this is what I have in mind to do. Also, I haven't done anything really about the bees lately, but I have a trap here, and I still have the one in the tree over there. I have the one in the tree this way. I'll do a video about all the bees and stuff here pretty soon. Trying to water my garden. So we have started our garden. We have started the garden, but I don't want to include that with a rabbit video today. So I may do that a different time. But I did want to tell you all about the goats. So we got rid of all of them. I feel actually relieved that they're gone. They went to a wonderful home. The people that they went to, they live on 6 acres, and she already had some goats, and she was looking for some more goats. And, they're just out there living their life. So I'm happy that they all went together. They all went to the same family. She was going to keep them all. She wasn't going to separate them or anything. And I'm really happy about that, because I was really worried. I've had the goats for a while, and they've been together, for quite a while. So I didn't really want to separate them out too much. But they all went to a really good home. Excuse my burn pile back here. And that right there is my scarecrow. He's falling down. So let's talk about babies. All right, so right here she had 9 babies. She's very grumpy with me. But let's see if I can get y'all in there. I don't know if y'all can see the little babies. I have y'all on my phone, so I'm trying to make it to where y'all can kind of see the babies. But she had 7 babies. They're all doing great. The rabbit here, this rabbit here, she has yet to have any babies. She, down here at the bottom, this girl here, she had babies, and she did not take care of them. This ladybug right here, she had 2 babies only. And then, of course, we have all the males. One of my males is fixing to go on a diet because he's too fat. And sadly, I've only been feeding them, you know, like quarter cup, you know, twice a day, or half cup twice a day. That's all they really get. But for some reason, he's just really fat. I put him with a female earlier, and he did his business once or twice, and he was like wiped out. So he needs to be, excuse me, on a diet. But let's see. She had one baby. Little Miss Burley had one baby. Let's see if I can get him out. Oh, yeah, fur on you. See? One little bitty baby. One little bitty black baby. It's pretty. And she's a really good mom. Even if she only gives like 1 or 2, she's still a really good mom. The lock down here, hopefully y'all can see her. She's waiting, I guess, to give babies. I'm not quite sure. I've bred her a couple times and nothing has happened. She's yet to give anything. And she's got ear mites again, so we're not breeding, and hopefully she didn't take, because I don't want the babies to end up with ear mites also. Put medicine in their ears today. This one here, she's either... she was the mommy of the baby, so I removed the babies. I sold 1, 2, 3. I sold 3 of the babies, so I ended up having, it was 4, was it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls and 2 boys, because she had 8 total. And so we separated out everybody. I did change up their situation here. I took this bottom shelf, or where the poop catcher is, I took that out just so it can go on the floor now, because I cleaned all that out, and it seems like it's going to be way easier for me. We still have our baby chicks. They're doing great. And then all of our little bunnies that we took away from mama are over here. There we go. I have to use my head for a second. But all babies are over here. I'm hoping that I can be able to sell the rest of the girls. I would really like that if I could sell the last 2 females. I'm gonna tell you what, man, sexing babies is kind of hard. You have to really look and get in there and look. But I got them all sexed and all, you know, what they need to be. But yeah, that was really hard to do. So hopefully everybody got a female and not a male. We do still have the little tiny rabbits. I do still have them, and we still have the little male. I haven't really put them up for sale. Unfortunately, they did end up, one of the rabbits had babies. She didn't take care of it. And then hopefully it's not the same one from last time, because if it is, she really needs to find it like a pet home only. Because my homestead is not a pet home only. So hopefully, I was going to show you them, but they're hopping all over the place. Yeah, so they didn't take care of their babies. We'll see this time around. I did put that male back in there with them. So we'll see. We'll kind of see what happens. Hopefully she will take, you know, care of them this time. But who knows. I was trying to find those we had 2 little wild rabbits out here that I was trying to find. But I don't see them. They come out later in the afternoon. But they come out later in the afternoon. We did move the other chicks that were in the brooder inside. We moved them out into the chicken tractor. Somebody must be taking a shower or something. That water's really low. Let me see. I gotta see if it's kinked somewhere. Oh, right there. Look, maybe they're not taking a shower. Maybe it's just my water hose. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so we're trying to water the garden and see if we can get our corn to grow this year. It's doing pretty good. I'm gonna flip y'all around so y'all can kind of see that. So let's talk about our garden. So this year, and I will do like garden tours. I know y'all can't see me, but I will do garden tours, you know, maybe once every 2 weeks. We're kind of getting everything going right now. So you just see the same old thing over and over. But this is our sweet corn. We have 2 rows of sweet corn here. And I don't remember what this one, the couple like first 6 to 8 are different kind, and then the rest is also sweet corn. I wanted to try something different this year. And the ones that are right here in the front, they're gonna be like a red corn if they make anything, which will be pretty neat to see. So hopefully they will make something. Out here we have squash and zucchini. excuse me. And then right out here in this area, you can't see it very well, I got some watermelon going. No, you're not going after them rabbits. Hey, no sir, what are you doing? Boy. But this is kind of what we got going on. And then, moose bike, make me fall down. I got my cucumbers on a trellis this year, which I am absolutely in love with. So we have cucumber, and then I planted some green beans and some yellow wax beans on the other side. I would like for them to kind of integrate with each other. That'd be kind of neat. I am going to put a third arch back there in the back. That way I can plant some more cucumbers out there. And eventually, now that the goats are gone, I can use all of this fencing right here for my arches in the front garden too. So that's kind of what we have going on in the back. Hopefully we'll have a successful garden, you know, this year. I would really like that. That'd be great. Typically whenever I plant out here, you know, because it's had goats on it, it's had a pig on it, at one time it had a horse on it, at one time it had a cow on it. Needless to say, on my homestead I've had probably every animal there is. So you know, it's got good fertilizer. You know, it's a natural fertilizer, and I use my little bitty tiller right here because my big one is kind of down, but she only kind of scrapes the top, and the rest I do with, you know, with the hoe. The rabbits over there fighting through the fence. And that's why we separate until they get to mingling with each other. But y'all stop fighting. But yep, I'm really in love with these arches. I should have done this a long time ago. I don't know why I didn't. But let's go look in the front. We're gonna go check out the front and see the garden that's in the front. But first I want to show y'all. Okay, so last year I had sunflowers, which was great. It's lovely. But needless to say, that's all sunflowers. My mint is here. I got a mint here and a mint here. I'm gonna have to take out some of these sunflowers just so that my mint can grow. Now, mint's kind of an invasive if you let it do what it needs to, but there's sunflowers all over the place, y'all. All of this is sunflowers. That right there is my sage plant. Or can y'all see that? Can I zoom in? Here we go. That's my sage plant. I want to try to do like an herb. I'm trying to get like an herb garden going, but I'm gonna have to take out all these sunflowers. I love sunflowers, don't get me wrong, but man, they are invasive this year. I don't know what is happening. And my mower broke, so my grass is like 2 feet high. All this, okay, so out here I've got potatoes somewhere growing. All of this is nothing but sunflowers. And then yesterday I came through because back here is my onions. So I had to come through and pick out, I swear I picked out over 100 sunflowers, and there's still probably 100 in there. My poor deal. My deal over here. Got one there, and then one back there. And then my 3 or 4 long garlics, they're covered in sunflowers. So needless to say, guys, this is gonna be interesting to see. I'm gonna let these grow. I'm gonna let them grow. I would love to make some sunflower jelly this year. That would be amazing. Again, I would like to make some, you know, some mint jelly also with my mint that's growing. But I'm gonna let these sunflowers grow because I'm gonna have my own sunflower farm apparently. But it's neat. I like it. Like I say, I love sunflowers. All of this is sunflowers. I know we're just looking at a bunch of grass right now. Now, last year is right here's where I had my bees set up, and there was tons of sunflowers over there. There's not that many over there this year, so not quite sure what's happening there. But like I say, and then I got my little mint here. My little mint for my sitting area whenever we're sitting down. My little cooler fell over because of the wind the other day, but that's our little sitting area right there. And right here we have this, it's some kind of, dadgummit, what is it? I'll have to look it up, but it's a vine and it grows this pink, it's a pink, looks like a little trumpet flower. Hopefully that will grow if the rabbits don't eat it. And let's go this way. Yeah, they come to get my mower on Monday so they can go fix it. I don't know what's happening with my mower. Excuse our little walkway here. And here we come up to the trench where the electric is going in. Waiting on my parts to kind of get here so we can finish that out. So, this is the raised bed garden. And I was very nervous about this because I've never grown in containers before. But my tomatoes, if y'all can see that, they are doing great. My marigold ain't doing so hot. And that one down there is not doing very hot. It never did hot even whenever I first planted it. So there's that first bed. And then my jalapenos, these are all jalapenos in this bed right here. They're doing pretty good. My marigold's doing okay in this one. I'm going to get some more marigolds and put in there because they're good for pests. That and basil. And then this right here, that's all jalapenos. That marigold's doing pretty good. We got a really good storm past couple, last week. And it rained pretty good. So that's probably why these are so big. And I've got some corn growing out of here. I'm gonna pull them and see if my neighbor wants them. That's whenever I had my tiny greenhouse and all my seeds blew over and I just kind of stuck them in here. I got a basil down in there. This year I planted chamomile. So I'm new to chamomile, but that's a chamomile plant. Hopefully it doesn't need direct sun because it doesn't get direct sun right there. I've never grown chamomile, but ain't that a pretty little marigold? And then here's some more tomato plants and another chamomile, another marigold. We have all different varieties of tomatoes. No, I didn't grow these myself. I went and bought them from the nursery, which I always usually do until I get a greenhouse built. Today, this is all the new rabbit poo that I was putting in there. Give them some fertilizer. And we got some cute little mushrooms. So I wonder if that's a good sign that we have good soil down in there. Because I was working with this soil throughout the winter and stuff, kind of filling it up. And then my tomatillos, they're doing pretty good, except whenever we had that frost, the neighbors have a diesel pulling in. So the tomatillos, when that frost came through, they kind of got frost bitten. And then there's more tomatoes. And they have the little blooms on there, so hopefully pretty soon we'll be getting some tomatoes. I don't know what's up with that pepper. But these people picked the wrong time to pull in. What I'm going to do is, on the tomatillos, from here to here, I'm going to do an arch here. And then I have some, I planted, I think it was squash down in one of these. You can kind of see them coming up. It was either squash or cucumber. I don't remember which one it was. I just wanted to see if it would come up. So I'm probably going to have to do another arch here to here. So that's why I got all that good fencing for. And then in here I planted some little flowers, but nothing has come up yet, which that's fine. It's not a big deal. Let's go talk about the trees. So my trees decided to bloom early, and I think by them blooming early, I may not get that much fruit on these trees. So there's one way up there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, come on. See, there's one peach right there. But I think that's the only one. I haven't seen any other ones. I hope that's not the only peach that she's gonna give. See, when she didn't, I don't even think she bloomed fully. I don't think she bloomed. And she got all kind of ladybugs on her. And this one, my plum tree, she bloomed too early. And there are no fruits. So I don't think I'm going to get anything out of her this year either. This is her second year, which you would think that this year she would be ready to go. And she's a self-pollinating tree, so I don't need another one. That one bloomed early, don't have any fruit on it. This one bloomed and it does have fruit. It's got, there's a couple. That was kind of wonky looking. You know, this one has more fruit than my big one. And my poor fig tree, it got some little leaves coming out on it, and that frost hit. And I mean, we didn't get bad deep frost, and it, you know, you couldn't even tell from the, you know, in the morning, because there was no frost, like, you know, on the windows, no ice on the windows, no nothing. So I don't know if that thing is dead, but down here in the bottom, let me get this spiky thing out of here. She's got new life coming from the bottom, from the roots. So hopefully something will happen, maybe next year, not quite sure. And then our pear tree over here, it's doing great. So that's kind of, you know. And then let's go over here, because I want to show y'all my Easter lilies are coming out. All I have is purple. I'd like to have a different color. Oh, beautiful Easter lilies. My Easter lilies are coming out. Easter's kind of late this year, so hopefully we don't have another frost. That's going to be a bummer if we do. But I got everything in the ground. I think that I need to have in the ground. If we do, you know, it'll be okay, I think. Like I say, my tomatoes didn't get any of the frost bite. Only the tomatillos did. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. But I got another bee box here. I guess this video just ended up being like a tour. Got a bee box here. There's nothing in it. Hoping to catch a swarm in that. And then we'll go over to the bees. Talk a little bit about the bees. Tomorrow I'm actually going to check bees. I don't know if I'll do a video about checking them. I might. I just need to get in there and get hands-on with those bees. Because I need to make sure they're not making swarms and they're going to, you know, swarm away. I know a lot of them were coming in. Oh, Amazon truck. Spike, stay over here. I don't think I'm getting anything from Amazon. At least not today anyways. But anyways, so whenever, that's my box. I need to get, like I said, I need to get hands-on, make sure they don't have any swarm cells down there that they're going to take off, you know, whatnot. This one, where am I, is an empty box. So hopefully I have it sitting out there. I'm hoping that maybe I can get something to, you know, hey, let's go live in that thing, and I can just catch another swarm like that. That'd be awesome. But as of right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 swarm traps out. So maybe Sunday I may make a video of the swarm traps. I do have a video of that, of how I made my swarm traps, and I'll try to post it, you know, at the end of this video if y'all want to go over there and check that out. But guys, I think I'm going to end it here, because I don't know if the Amazon's coming and the dog is loose and the gate is open. So we'll catch y'all next time. Have a great day.